There we go. Hello. Hello, hello. Welcome. So I wanted to start today on a practical, a common struggle that many of us have, which is how to manifest something when you're attached to it. So often we come at manifestation from a place of being in resistance to what is, right? So if we're in resistance or fear or attachment, like I need this situation to work out the specific way, but I want to manifest lightness and peace and ease, but like I'm not okay if this doesn't happen. And I think that's the reality for many of us when we're struggling. We're trying to create lightness and ease and non-resistance in a place where we're really attached and desiring something specifically. So I love hard questions, and I was given this hard question by a wise young woman yesterday and was really playing with it in my own meditation this morning because I have my own stuff and my stuff's different than other people's stuff. It's easier to see the issue. It's kind of giggle worthy, the stuff that I'm working on right now. And it's a theme of valuing education and not being sure the right school to send my children to, right? So other people can look at that and be like, dude, just send her to a frickin' school. But for me, with my background, my trauma, my values, my desires, my visions, so you can see whether it's my trauma, my history, and my story, or whether it's my values and what I care about. I mean, man, I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars sending my kids to Waldorf schools and private education. Like every penny I've ever earned has gone toward my kids' education. It's a high value. So under that value is my story and my trauma and my attachments. You see, anything that we value is going to have the deeper reasons of the why of what we value. So no matter what the goal is, whether we want to find a partner, we want the right job, or we want to get out of debt, or whatever, we want connection, that desire is going to have a whole bunch of stuff underneath it, right? A whole bunch of whatever. So if there's a goal that you're working on or something that you care about, I would like for you to just connect to both of these things, the trauma in the body or the deep like gut punch in the body or whatever it is in your body that's creating this goal. So someone asked me, is it possible, to work both? Like, is this spiritually bypassing? Is this focusing on the negative if we're connected to this? And the answer is, and if you've been through my 8 weeks, we have to do both. We have to work the fear in the body, and we have to work those vibrations of feeling like we're going to die if our kid goes to the wrong school. We have to work the fear of being alone for the rest of our lives, or the fear of like never being able to support myself, or whatever that deep body-based, I explained it as Niagara Falls. Like there's the, and then there's the lineage trauma and the lineage patterns, right? There's this, all energy is going toward this fear. And I have a desire. And I kind of know at some level that I can manifest anything I want. And that it's my birthright for my soul to have this expression, right? Now, the trick with my manifestation is my kid's school is not my life. And you cannot manifest for someone else. Whenever it's more than just me in the picture, like I want to manifest this specific person or this specific school for my daughter, that's not my life. That's not me. So there's that piece of whatever you're trying to look to manifest. And we do this with our kids. We're trying to manifest for them when it's their karma and it's their life and it's their path and it's their journey. And I just have attachments that I'm projecting from my life. But if that's not the case and you're attached to the spouse or the job or whatever it is, and this is the vision, yes, it's your birthright. Yes, you can have it in this lifetime. And there may be a hell of a lot of karma and pain body and trauma and all kinds of stuff that also need to be worked. Does that make sense? So I call it working the lower dimensions. So working the body-based vibrations and all of the stuff stored in the body, and simultaneously working the upper dimensions, the fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth dimension of consciousness, heart consciousness, vision, third eye, co-creating with the divine. And I believe that we have to do both. We can get on that Abraham Hicks high flying disc and attract that partner. But if we've got I'm not worthy and I'm not lovable in our bodies, we will not stay on the high flying disc for very long. We'll go kerplunk, and then we'll manifest the next partner, and then we'll go kerplunk, because there's something heavier in the body that needs to be worked concurrent to the vision. Does that make sense? So with that, how do we do that? Because it's kind of like, we're playing ping pong. I want the vision, I have this fear. I want the vision, I have this fear. So for me, with my kids' schools, I need to get out of the fucking way. And I get to get my lineage karma out of the way so she can fly, right? So for that, my vision is not, I want to get her into the school, or I want her to, finally fulfill the unfulfilled need within me, or whatever that is. It's, I need to be at peace, and I need to hold the space for her highest good. So that's my work, is getting there. And if you're trying to manifest a partner, let's say, there's, I deserve love and partnership and lightness and play. And I can hold the vision that that's possible. And there may be lineages of women who have not been able to do that in my family, and my cellular level might say, I can't fucking do this. It's not in the cards in this lineage. So as we work, and we're going to go into a practice, as we work both the vision, the desire, the lightness, the co-creation with source, and believing that that's possible in the place of no one in my lineage has ever kept a person in their life. So we're going to do that now. But I wanted to hold that both of these can be held in the body at the same time. I learned this once when I was working with someone who had just had a stillbirth at 5 months. And she was grieving, just gut-wrenching grieving. And she found out she was pregnant. And she was so joyful, and she was grieving. And she was so joyful and had this vision and was scared to death that she was going to lose the second baby. And she had to hold both of those feelings in her body at the same time. And whenever I'm working with someone, I'm like, okay, how do I hold this in my body? What would that be like to hold this vision of this is going to work out, and this is my love, and my child is coming, and the grief of who I lost just 2 months ago? So can you imagine that? The joy and the sorrow, the fear of what's going to happen, the grief. So then how do I hold the vision of everything's going to work out and everyone's going to be at the right place, or my partner's there and this is going to happen and I can trust that and the divine has my back? And I really feel the angst of the past or what has happened. So if you just breathe, I have to breathe. I have to expand into my belly to make space for that which I desire and that which comes with what I desire. So if you can identify where what you want, let's say you want the freedom to work from home, and your nanny just quit and you don't have any options and you're doomsday and nothing ever works out. Looking around the room. So if you will, close your eyes and go into your body and just notice what your vision is and what your body is saying in relation to your vision. Nice deep breath here. And as you exhale, create some space in your body. Breathing into your body. So holding the topic. So for me, the right and the wrong decision about my kid's future feels like a heavy topic. You find your topic. And as you breathe into your body on this issue, the fear and the vision, just go into the part of you that says it can't happen, it's never happened, it's not in it for you, it's not going to work out. Just feel where that lives in your body. Breathe into that space, if you will. We're not trying to get rid of that feeling. We're not trying to make it go away. In fact, we're trying to give it some space and to listen to it. And just allow yourself to go down that vibrational rabbit hole of fear. And notice where it lives in your body. So I have enough data on my kids that I know that we're not talking about the wrong school and they're going to be on drugs and, never amount to anything. It's more of like setting them up for the highest and greatest potential, and there's a fear of not doing that. So as you breathe into that space, just notice what the fear of not the vision is. Just feel what's there, what thoughts and emotions of the vision not working out. Failure, loss, feeling alone, like you don't matter, whatever that is underneath the fear, just allow it and feel it. Let it be. And just allow yourself to question it a little bit. Like I'm questioning the belief of what the highest potential even means. What is that? Unpack this attachment of not being alone. And just feel what's inside there, knowing that by bringing your awareness into it, it gives it some space, it shines some light in your body. So Feel that. And as you feel that, just see what's underneath that. For me, it's the feeling of regret, feeling the sense of sadness as I look back. It's not very specific, it's just a feeling. So as you breathe deeper into this issue, just allow it to show, to reveal the feeling of this fear. If you lost your nanny, feel what it feels like to just have no help. If you fear never finding your partner, just feel that feeling of doing it on your own. Just breathe into it without resisting it anymore. Just allow the worst part of it. Getting really specific about where that lives in your body, feeling it, just allowing. Doesn't mean it's going to go away or you're going to feel good about it, but it's meaning that you're giving it space in your body. And just notice what happens as you give it that space. Once it settles a bit, see if you can keep attention to that while at the same time going into the space between your eyebrows. So just breathe in to the third eye space between the eyebrows, straight through your head to the base of your skull, like there's a channel of energy from the space between your eyebrows to the base of your skull. You can put your fingers there if you need to. So I'm feeling the regret in my body, the unachieved potential, that feeling in my gut, while simultaneously breathing into the third eye space. And as you breathe into the space between the eyebrows, just allow yourself in your mind's eye, in the movie screen inside your forehead, to just envision what it looks like for it to work out. So for me, I'm going to envision being on the other side of graduation and being like, oh, this is perfect. It all worked out perfectly. You can imagine yourself with your partner looking back, or with your career change, or the perfect nanny. Not getting specific about what school or what person or what nanny. Just allowing that to be fuzzy as you imagine, and feel what it feels like for things to have worked out. to feel like you're content in a relationship or that your work has settled to the space where it feels good. To feel what it feels like to have broken through this lineage issue and to feel like, okay, we've got this now. We figured out love. Just keep the awareness and feel the feelings of being on the other side of what you desire having manifested. Just feel the ease, the relief, the love, the feeling of content. And as you hold this awareness, this peace, just peek down at that part of you that's scared and just let it know that it's okay, that you're here for that feeling too, so that you can experiment with what it feels like to know, to feel that fear, while at the same time feeling that it's worked out. And if you have to move from one feeling to the other until you can allow all of it, go ahead and try to hold that space. And as you do so, open yourself to the consciousness or the new awarenesses that seep in as you feel into this potential, this feeling of it having worked out. Just receive the wisdom. Holding that vibration in your body, the wisdom, the feeling that it worked out, the love and the connection, the trust. Feel the old vibrations of the fear and the contraction honoring them. Continuing to work to hold both sides of the polarized feeling. It won't work out, and it has worked out. We're not spiritually bypassing the fear, we're embodying it and we're feeling it without giving it power, without believing it too much. It's just old thought, lineages, old ancestry thoughts and feelings. It's not even ours. So, whatever that fear is, if you can begin to pull it from the space in your body into the alchemy, into the fire, the sacred fire of your heart space, just pull it into that space. You could even use your hands to move it there. Let the heart burn up the old fear as you bring present awareness to it. And as the heart alchemizes the fear, just continue with the third eye. Easing back into the vision. Just find a phrase in this vision that's connected to the feeling. Like for me, it's like, oh, it all worked out for their highest good. All the pieces make sense now. So for you, whatever it is, oh, love was just around the corner. I just couldn't see it. Or, oh, wow, I didn't realize my career needed that shift. Thank God that nanny situation happened. Just find a phrase and connect it into the body. Allow yourself to repeat the phrase and feel the feeling of relief or excitement or love or connection or safety or trust. As you take a deep breath into the body, recognizing that the fear can be there, but we don't have to buy the fear as our life sentence. We don't have to believe it. We don't have to follow the trajectory of it. We do, however, need to feel it and acknowledge it. Just be with it. We do need to alchemize it. Allow it to change form, to shape shift, while we simultaneously hold the vision and feel the new vision. So as you take a deep breath into your body, creating the space for all of it, Begin to draw the violet flame from your sacred fire, your soul flame within your heart. Just take a deep breath and exhale the violet flame down into those spaces in your body and up to the third eye vision, allowing the violet flame to move through the body into the cells. Allow it to transmute the DNA that holds the cellular memory of your lineage, and just command the violet flame to transmute and release you into your soul's divine blueprint. Send the violet flame into your energy field, transmuting any thoughts or programs or energies that got caught into your field that just don't belong there anymore in this new consciousness you created. Deep breath, exhale into your field. And on this last breath here, send the white light from your heart space, from the white fire core of your I am presence, and exhale it into the field around you. Sealing off your energy field. Sealing in this practice by saying, and so it is, and so it is done. Knowing just now you worked all of the dimensions of your consciousness in yourself. You integrated all of the aspects of yourself in this moment, which is always going to bring you into deeper alignment with soul, source, earth, this human experience. Namaste. I love you.